substantive changes go unaddressed. And absent a real alternative, I'm hopeful that my situation could work as an example going forward in the land use process. And I thank you for your time. And I'd like to just submit this for the record. And I...
Yes, to the clerk.
Are there any questions?
What group are you in?
I'm in group 3. Yeah. And I'm a, you know, like the island person.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Estelle Clifton, followed by Jan Moore.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Estelle Clifton here. I also would like to request an extension of time to review the draft EIR and the general plan, not as a means of stalling or dragging out the process, but given the content in the documents and the short time period, it's just too short of a time period for the community to review this document. This has been going on for a number of years, and this is a very critical moment in the process. And so a extension of time, not such a long extension that you would need to extend contracts with consultants, but at least 15 or 30 more days would be appropriate out of respect for the community's ability to process the large amount of information that has been presented in a not too far off time period. So the time that has been given would be adequate for a smaller review, but you know the scope of what we're looking at and the amount of time, energy that has gone into everyone's energy this far. So it is in the community's interest that the board respect our ability to be able to make sound review and be on the record in this process. So I hope you will consider a time extension, even just 15 or 30 days. So thank you.
Thank you. Jan Moore, followed by Carolyn Logan.
No parcel number. My name is Jan Moore. I hope this is working. And I'm a private citizen. I'm a member of the Archaeological Commission and speaking not officially for that group, but as a longtime member of that group. Looking at this EI, and we are, by the way, set up a commission approved by you all, set up by county ordinance in 1987. So we've been around a while, looking at old things. Our staff person, we were under planning, our staff person emailed us, 5 of us, the section of the EIR on cultural resources, and I'd like to speak about that. This is a dynamite list, and I also would like to add the request that more time be given for these other items, which may be very complicated, more so than the one we focused on, water and noise and population and housing. Certainly it'll take more time for the public to respond. 4.5 is a section on cultural resources. We read through it. We found some errors, some lack of clarity. We worked on it as a group for a few hours. We were able to meet with a planning team with Diana and work it through with her. We have written changes, modifications, corrections, some clarification about some decision-making plans, and those have been submitted in writing, so you will see those. Now, my one little question is, we will see these only when the EIR is out, and it'll be in the form. There'll be a formal response to our comments.
That's correct. We will be responding to each submission.
Each comment.
Yes.
Okay, and that'll be after November 3rd.
Correct.
How long after?
Well, we've given ourselves through the holidays, through November and December.
Okay. Okay, we look forward to that. And I can say the process worked for us. We're a small group. We have some staff help. And we have perhaps a more simple topic than these others. And I really hope you allow more input from the public. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. Carolyn Logan, in regards to GPU 16-2007.
Hello, I'm Carolyn Logan. I live at 6431 Black Bart Trail. I am asking for a split in my property. It's 40 acres. I would like to split it into 2 20-acre parcels. The reason is because of topography, which you cannot really see on this map. there's a huge steep cliff dividing the top portion from the bottom portion. And I really don't have good access to it other than going backtracking on Black Bart Trail, using easements that I have across 3 properties. And so it's very difficult for me to monitor the property down there adequately, you know, to see if there are people trespassing or whatever. So there is a 40-acre parcel on each side of me, but if you look at the map, you'll see there are quite a few different acreages around me also. I've been working on this project for 30 years, and the moratorium was then presented upon us, and so we were unable to split it. But I think now is a good time to really look at this carefully and see if it doesn't make sense that it be split at the cliff.
Okay, I think there's a question. Supervisor Delaware.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Logan, I think when we discussed this in January, there was a question about an easement. Yes. That has since been clarified, and the easement exists. Okay, I think that's the important piece of the puzzle that we have now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christine Alfano, followed by Randy McDonald. Ms. Alfano